In a distant future where technology has reached unimaginable heights, an ancient craft thought obsolete becomes the key to saving an entire civilization. When the collective's perfect, automated systems begin to fail, it's not the advanced AI or quantum manipulation that holds the answer. It's the hands-on skills of a stubborn human engineer. Can the old ways of mechanical repair bridge the gap between two vastly different civilizations? Or is it too late for even the most time-honored traditions to survive? In a world where progress is everything, sometimes the greatest innovation lies in remembering what came before. In the year 2487, P. Holt's workshop is a stark contrast to the sleek, automated systems of the collective civilizations. The room is illuminated by harsh LED lights that create sharp shadows across a workbench cluttered with tools, spare parts, and diagnostic equipment. These tools, handed down through generations of human engineers, are weathered and worn, but still functional. Among them lies an ancient maintenance manual, its pages dog-eared and faded from centuries of use. Holt's reliance on these physical artifacts is not simply an adherence to tradition. It represents his deep belief in their reliability and enduring value. For Holt, the old ways hold a special kind of wisdom. The tactile sensation of holding a well-worn wrench or flipping through the pages of a physical manual provides a connection to the past and a tangible sense of control. Unlike digital systems, which are vulnerable to hacking, corruption, or power failures, a paper manual is immune to these risks. Holt understands that simplicity can often be more dependable than complexity. In a world dominated by quantum manipulation and artificial intelligence, he stands as a reminder that innovation does not always mean abandoning tradition. This philosophy is further reinforced by the tools themselves. The socket wrench he picks up has a wooden handle, polished smooth from decades of use. It is a testament to the durability of good craftsmanship and the stories that objects can hold. Each tool is more than just an instrument. It is a link to generations of problem solvers who relied on ingenuity and perseverance to overcome challenges. In Holt's hands, these tools are not relics but symbols of a mindset that values repair, creativity, and a respect for the physical world. Holt's workshop embodies a quiet rebellion against the fleeting, disposable nature of modern technology. It is a sanctuary for the timeless art of repair, where the human touch and an understanding of fundamentals take precedence over convenience and automation. This setting, with its humble tools and steadfast reliance on the old ways, lays the foundation for the critical role humanity will play in solving the crisis faced by the collective. It is a reminder that progress is not always about abandoning the past. Sometimes, it is about preserving the wisdom it holds. In the advanced civilization of the collective, technology had reached a level of sophistication that surpassed even the wildest dreams of humanity. Matter manipulation, automated production, and artificial intelligence had become second nature to them, forming the backbone of their society. They no longer needed to repair or maintain systems manually. Their quantum fabrication networks and self-repairing mechanisms ensured that every failure was immediately rectified without intervention. But this seamless automation, once seen as their greatest triumph, was now the source of their downfall. The collective's cascading system failures began unexpectedly, throwing their society into chaos. Their once perfect systems, machines designed to fabricate flawless replacements for any worn components, were inexplicably breaking down. Attempts to identify the root cause of these failures proved futile. Their specialists, having relied on automated systems for generations, lacked the knowledge to repair the underlying mechanical components. They had never learned the intricacies of maintenance because their technology had made such skills seem obsolete. This over-reliance on automation exposed a critical vulnerability. When the automated systems themselves failed, no one within the collective had the ability to step in and fix them. It was a stark reminder of the limitations of a civilization that had abandoned manual skills in favor of technological convenience. For centuries, they had assumed their systems were infallible, never imagining a scenario where the infrastructure they depended on would fail at its most fundamental level. As the failures escalated, the collective's veneer of perfection began to crumble. Cities once defined by gleaming, gravity-defying architecture started showing signs of decay. Dimmed lights, humming environmental systems, and imperfections in once flawless surfaces revealed the fragility of their automated utopia. The collective's advanced society, which had prided itself on efficiency and innovation, was now at the mercy of its own neglect. In desperation, the collective turned to humanity. Though they had once viewed humans as primitive and unsophisticated, they now saw value in humanity's deep understanding of mechanical systems and their enduring emphasis on repair. The collective's crisis highlighted a fundamental truth. No matter how advanced a civilization becomes, it cannot escape the laws of entropy. Systems fail, machines wear out, and knowledge of how to rebuild and maintain them remains indispensable. This turning point served as a humbling lesson for the collective. It underscored the importance of retaining fundamental skills and knowledge, even in an age of technological marvels. The crisis revealed that progress should not mean abandoning the past, but integrating its lessons into the present. In their hour of need, the collective was forced to confront the fragility of their perfection and turn to humanity's timeless expertise in repair and resilience. Amid the collective's unprecedented crisis, the importance of humanity's long-standing expertise in mechanical repair emerged as a beacon of hope. While the collective had advanced far beyond humanity in areas such as quantum manipulation and artificial intelligence, it had done so at the cost of practical knowledge. The art of manual repair, maintenance, and physical problem-solving, fundamental to humanity's survival over millennia, had been entirely lost within the collective. When their automated systems began to fail, humanity's mechanical ingenuity became their last resort. For humans, the concept of repairing broken systems was deeply ingrained in their culture. From the earliest tools fashioned out of stone to the complex machinery of interstellar spacecraft, humans had always approached technology as something to be fixed, adapted, and improved when it failed. This practical, hands-on experience allowed humanity to step into the void left by the collective's reliance on automated perfection. The tools and techniques that humans had developed, many of which were considered outdated and unnecessary in the collective's eyes, became indispensable in addressing the systemic failures. The workshop where Holt worked became emblematic of this shift. Within its walls, a blend of old and new techniques came together. Well-worn tools and paper manuals, symbols of humanity's past, were juxtaposed with the advanced, gravity-defying structures of the collective. Holt's ability to diagnose and repair mechanical failures was not just a matter of technical skill. It was a testament to humanity's ability to adapt and innovate under pressure. He could see what the collective's engineers could not. Beneath the advanced facade of quantum fabrication networks lay basic mechanical components, bearings, motors, and pumps that were subject to the same wear and tear as any other machine. Holt and his team of human engineers worked tirelessly to restore the failing systems. They replaced worn bearings, rebuilt hydraulic assemblies, and realigned components that had been neglected for centuries. This process required creativity and resourcefulness, as they often had to adapt old methods to fit the collective's futuristic technology. In some cases, they even invented entirely new techniques, merging human ingenuity with the collective's advanced materials and designs. Their work demonstrated the enduring value of practical, hands-on skills that had been honed through generations of trial and error. For the collective, watching humanity at work was both humbling and awe-inspiring. These primitive humans, once regarded as inferior, brought their failing systems back to life not with advanced quantum algorithms, but with a socket wrench, a steady hand, and an intimate understanding of mechanical principles. The sight of humans working with tools and interacting directly with machinery revealed a layer of connection and creativity that the collective had lost in its pursuit of technological perfection. This collaboration not only addressed the immediate crisis, but also served as a profound lesson for the collective. It highlighted the importance of retaining knowledge and skills that transcend reliance on automation. Humanity's repair skills were more than a means of fixing machines. They represented a mindset, a belief that every system, no matter how advanced, is subject to failure and requires human insight to be understood and restored. Through their efforts, humans reminded the collective that progress should not come at the expense of resilience, and that even in the most advanced civilizations, there is value in preserving the old ways. In the sprawling and once flawless fabrication facilities of the collective, humanity demonstrated a unique ability to bridge the gap between ancient skills and cutting-edge technologies. The collaboration revealed that, despite the gulf in technological sophistication between the two civilizations, there was a shared foundation beneath their respective approaches to innovation. Humanity's capacity to adapt its mechanical repair techniques to the collective's advanced systems became the linchpin in halting the cascading failures that threatened to collapse an interstellar civilization. Holt's insight into the fundamental mechanics of machines underscored the universality of certain engineering principles. Beneath the awe-inspiring quantum manipulation fields and atomic assemblers of the collective, the basic building blocks of machinery, motors, pumps, gears, and bearings still existed. These components, though augmented with futuristic materials and energy sources, relied on physical integrity and alignment to function. Yet, the collective had long since forgotten how to care for these basic elements. Their reliance on self-repairing systems left them blind to the need for occasional manual intervention. This knowledge gap was precisely where humanity shone. As Holt and his team delved into the collective's malfunctioning systems, their work became a fusion of tradition and innovation. On one hand, they relied on time-tested repair techniques that had been passed down through generations. On the other, they had to improvise tools, methods, and approaches to accommodate the advanced materials and configurations unique to the collective's machines. For instance, aligning a quantum field stabilizer might require the precision of traditional mechanical tools, but it also demanded an understanding of how those tools interacted with the high-energy systems of the future. This blending of the old and new became a defining feature of the repairs. The collective observed with fascination as humans used rudimentary tools, wrenches, multimeters, and alignment gauges, to repair systems they considered beyond comprehension. Even the act of sketching schematics on paper and diagnosing issues through physical examination seemed almost magical to beings who had relied solely on automated diagnostics. Humans showed that repairing a system wasn't just about the tools. It was about understanding how the system functioned as a whole. For the collective, this collaboration was an eye-opener. Their automated systems had removed them from the physical realities of engineering, and they had come to view technology as a seamless, intangible process. Humanity's hands-on approach revealed the importance of engaging directly with machines, of touching, testing, and tinkering to uncover the root of a problem. This physical interaction with technology not only restored failing systems, but also sparked a newfound appreciation among the collective for the tactile and intuitive aspects of engineering. In return, humanity benefited from exposure to the collective's advanced materials and designs. While Holt and his team brought mechanical expertise, they also learned to adapt their methods to leverage the collective's technological marvels. For example, repairing a hydraulic assembly might involve traditional techniques for replacing seals and bearings, but it also allowed humans to experiment with the collective's self-healing polymers and adaptive materials. This exchange of knowledge created a hybrid approach to engineering that was greater than the sum of its parts. Ultimately, this intersection of human ingenuity and the collective's technology forged a new paradigm. It proved that even the most advanced civilizations could benefit from revisiting foundational skills, and that progress didn't have to mean abandoning the past. Humanity's ability to bridge the old and the new reinforced the idea that resilience and adaptability were just as important as technological advancement. This partnership became a testament to the power of collaboration and the enduring relevance of hands-on knowledge in an increasingly automated universe. The repair initiatives undertaken by Holt and his team became more than just a practical solution to the collective's crumbling infrastructure. They symbolized a profound shift in the relationship between humanity and the post-scarcity civilizations of the collective. As human engineers fanned out across the collective's vast domain, their efforts catalyzed a collaborative spirit that bridged the cultural, technological, and historical gaps between the two civilizations. The collective civilization had long operated on principles of automation and flawless self-maintenance, leaving its inhabitants with little understanding of manual repair. When the intricate web of their automated systems began to fail, they found themselves ill-equipped to address the problem. This crisis forced the collective to turn to humanity, a species they had previously viewed as technologically primitive but uniquely skilled in solving problems through ingenuity and direct intervention. Human teams were dispatched to failing facilities, leveraging their centuries-old repair techniques in environments filled with advanced technologies they could barely comprehend at first glance. These efforts went beyond simply fixing broken machines. They embodied a transfer of knowledge and perspective. The humans didn't just repair, they taught. Every replaced bearing or rebuilt assembly was accompanied by explanations of fundamental mechanical principles, revealing the logic and design choices behind even the most advanced machinery. In turn, the collective's technicians and engineers began to adopt these methods. What started as curiosity evolved into active participation, with collective beings eagerly observing and eventually assisting their human counterparts. The shared goal of restoring functionality fostered camaraderie and mutual respect. The once condescending view of humans as primitive gave way to admiration for their resourcefulness, persistence, and ability to adapt traditional methods to cutting-edge challenges. The collaboration also showcased humanity's knack for improvisation. In one facility, humans designed makeshift tools from scrap materials when traditional equipment proved inadequate for the collective's unconventional designs. In another, they adapted ancient techniques like hand-measured alignment or pressure calibration to meet the precise requirements of quantum-enabled machinery. These acts of innovation resonated deeply with the collective, who began to see the value in flexibility and problem-solving over the rigid reliance on automation. The interspecies collaboration didn't stop at repairs. The process highlighted the importance of knowledge sharing and joint innovation. Humans, for instance, learned to incorporate the collective's advanced materials into their traditional repair methods. They discovered how self-healing polymers and adaptive alloys could extend the lifespan of mechanical components when paired with proper maintenance. At the same time, the collective began to appreciate the necessity of physical diagnostics and preventive care, practices that had been long absent from their automated world. These repair efforts transformed the crisis into a turning point for humanity's role in the galaxy. No longer were humans simply newcomers to an advanced interstellar civilization. They had become indispensable partners, bringing unique skills and perspectives that complemented the collective's own technological strengths. What began as a desperate effort to stave off disaster evolved into a deeper bond between the two civilizations, built on shared goals and a newfound understanding of each other's capabilities. Ultimately, the repair efforts became more than a technical achievement. They became a cultural and philosophical exchange. The collective learned that the essence of progress wasn't solely about advancing technology, but about ensuring the sustainability of those advancements. Humanity, in turn, gained access to new tools, materials, and knowledge that enriched their engineering traditions. Together, they forged a partnership that symbolized the best of both worlds, a fusion of tradition and innovation, resilience and foresight, human creativity and post-scarcity ingenuity. One of the most profound lessons humanity imparted to the collective during the repair efforts was the importance of understanding the past in order to shape a sustainable future. For the collective, the notion of maintaining traditional knowledge seemed outdated and irrelevant in a world where automation and self-repair systems had obviated the need for manual intervention. In their view, progress was all about the next innovation, something more advanced, more efficient, and entirely automated. However, the human approach to repair and maintenance taught the collective an essential truth: that progress doesn't always come from creating something new, but from preserving the knowledge and practices that have stood the test of time. Humanity's repair efforts were not just about fixing the machines, but about maintaining a deep connection with history and craftsmanship. Each tool, each manual, and each method used in the repairs carried with it a story from a different era, stories of hardship, innovation, and resilience. Holt's Warren wrench, passed down through generations of engineers, symbolized more than just a tool. It was a link to the past, a reminder of the struggles humanity had faced in building and maintaining complex systems long before automation took hold. In a world dominated by new technologies, this practice of holding onto the old seemed almost foreign to the collective, who viewed such relics as inefficient remnants of a bygone age. Yet, the effectiveness of these old techniques in restoring failing systems slowly convinced them of the value of maintaining knowledge of the past. The human engineers, in their dedication to fixing problems and understanding their solutions on a fundamental level, exemplified the idea that knowledge isn't just about knowing how to build something new. It's about understanding how things work at the most basic and elemental level. This meant knowing how to take a machine apart, how to fix its most fundamental components, and how to understand its underlying principles. These skills were deeply ingrained in humanity's collective history, stretching back to the earliest days when people used rudimentary tools to craft the first machines and systems. The idea that technology was not just an abstract set of codes and algorithms, but something tangible and physical, was something the collective had lost over the centuries. Holt's belief that there was value in holding on to these old practices stemmed from his personal experience. Each time he picked up his wrench, he was not just using a tool. He was connecting with his ancestors, understanding the same principles they had applied in similar situations. It was this continuity of knowledge that helped humanity overcome numerous challenges in the past, from resource shortages to environmental disasters. By teaching the collective to value the art of repair and understand the historical importance of the tools they were using, humanity provided a bridge between the past and the future. This connection to history became an anchor, ensuring that advancements were not only future-oriented, but grounded in the wisdom and lessons learned from centuries of trial and error. The idea of using traditional repair skills to work on advanced technology might have seemed paradoxical at first, but the results spoke for themselves. As Holt worked with the collective to repair the quantum field generators and other intricate machinery, he demonstrated that it wasn't just about replacing broken parts. It was about understanding the inherent design of a system and knowing how to bring it back to life in a way that respected its original craftsmanship. These efforts highlighted the value of human ingenuity, especially in contexts where newer technologies had failed or were no longer sufficient. This approach also had broader implications for the collective's philosophy. By introducing the idea that progress wasn't just about new creations, but also about preserving and understanding old ones, humanity helped the collective reframe its approach to technology and advancement. They learned that maintaining and repairing systems was not a step backward or a sign of failure, but a critical component of long-term sustainability. After all, the collective's self-repairing mechanisms were not immune to entropy. Everything breaks down eventually, no matter how advanced the technology. And it was in maintaining a deep understanding of these systems' mechanics that the collective could ensure their longevity and prevent future crises. Ultimately, this experience helped the collective realize that technology and innovation should be viewed not just as an endless quest for the next big thing, but as a balanced relationship between forward momentum and careful stewardship of the past. This balance would be key to ensuring that their civilization, like humanity's, could thrive for millennia to come. The lessons learned through the repairs were not just technical. They were philosophical, teaching the value of continuity, tradition, and the wisdom that can be found in even the most worn-out tools. These lessons, passed from one species to another, became the foundation for a new era of interstellar collaboration, one that honored both progress and preservation. The pivotal moment when the collective began to appreciate the unique value of human craftsmanship and mechanical expertise, which were crucial in repairing the systems that had once seemed infallible. At the heart of this transformation was the realization that the best solutions weren't always derived from advanced automation or quantum manipulation, but from a fusion of traditional knowledge with cutting-edge technology. This integration of the human approach to repair with the collective's advanced capabilities marked a significant turning point in how both species viewed technology and innovation. It highlighted the importance of blending old and new methods to overcome complex challenges. The moment of realization came gradually, as human engineers, under the guidance of Holt, worked tirelessly to restore failing systems using techniques and tools that had long been deemed obsolete by the collective. The collective's initial skepticism about human methods gave way to awe as they observed the engineers applying their traditional knowledge in innovative ways, solving problems that the collective's own highly sophisticated technologies could not. This was not just about fixing machines. It was about understanding the core principles of their operation, maintaining the systems, and applying time-tested methods of mechanical repair. For the collective, these approaches were entirely foreign, yet their effectiveness in reviving broken systems could not be ignored. Holt's ability to teach the collective the value of physical tools and hands-on work was central to this shift. The collective had long relied on automated systems, trusting that everything could be replaced or repaired by machines without human intervention. They had lost the knowledge of how to manually maintain and fix the intricate components of their technology. But Holt's approach wasn't just about restoring machines. It was about showing the collective that true mastery over technology came from understanding it at a fundamental level, something that could not be replicated by mere automation. Human engineers used not only their mechanical knowledge, but also their creativity and adaptability, something the collective had not fully understood before. As human and collective engineers worked side by side, they began to blend their different skill sets. The collective's advanced understanding of quantum mechanics, energy fields, and molecular manipulation merged with the humans' mechanical expertise in a way that neither species had anticipated. Human engineers were able to adapt old mechanical techniques to work with the collective's futuristic technology, creating new methods on the fly to solve unforeseen problems. Meanwhile, the collective's advanced technology helped speed up processes that once required manual labor, making it possible to scale solutions more quickly and efficiently. This hybrid approach to problem-solving created a synergy between the two species, and both learned from one another in ways that were previously unimaginable. The relationship between the two cultures evolved as they began to recognize that neither approach was superior. Each had its strengths and weaknesses. The collective's understanding of high-level technology could address theoretical issues and complex calculations, but it lacked the hands-on, practical knowledge that humanity had cultivated over centuries. On the other hand, human expertise was rooted in a more tactile, experiential understanding of systems, but it lacked the advanced capabilities that the collective had perfected over millennia. By integrating both approaches, they were able to create a more holistic and sustainable solution to the technological crisis that threatened them both. This combination of the best of both worlds not only helped solve immediate issues, but also laid the foundation for a new way of thinking about progress. As the repairs continued and success followed, the collective's initial doubts turned to admiration. They began to realize that true technological progress was not only about new inventions, but also about preserving the knowledge of the past and finding ways to merge it with new discoveries. The blending of human and collective approaches led to an innovative framework where both traditions and advancements could coexist. This was a profound shift in how the collective saw the value of human knowledge, and it laid the groundwork for future collaboration between the two species. Over time, this new understanding was institutionalized. Human engineers, who had once been considered primitive by the collective, were now recognized as experts in their field. Training programs were established, where human skills in repair and maintenance were taught to collective technicians. The old and the new no longer seemed like competing forces, but complementary elements that together created a more robust and resilient technological ecosystem. Some collective beings even began to adopt human practices, taking pride in learning to use tools and engaging in physical work that had once been seen as unnecessary or outdated. This cultural shift was a testament to the power of collaboration and the realization that innovation could be achieved not only through novel technologies, but also through the rediscovery and reintegration of older methods. Ultimately, the integration of human and collective approaches to technology didn't just solve the immediate crisis. It helped foster a deeper appreciation of the value of each species' contributions. It showed that true innovation doesn't always come from pushing forward into the unknown, but also from revisiting the wisdom and practices of the past. By combining the strengths of both species, humanity and the collective were able to create a future where both progress and tradition could coexist, ensuring that their civilizations would not only survive but thrive in the challenges to come. This partnership represented a new paradigm, one where diversity in approach, thought, and practice was celebrated, and where the fusion of old and new created a brighter, more resilient future for all. The dramatic shift in the relationship between humans and the collective, as the value of human expertise in mechanical repair became increasingly evident. As the collaboration between the two species progressed, humans began to teach the collective essential maintenance and repair techniques that had long been forgotten or overlooked by the collective society. In turn, the collective began to appreciate the practical knowledge of working with physical tools and machines, something their automated systems had rendered obsolete. This exchange marked a profound transformation in the way both species viewed technology, progress, and the preservation of knowledge. For centuries, the collective had relied on their sophisticated automated systems to manage every aspect of their society, including production, repairs, and even their own internal maintenance. These systems were designed to be self-sustaining, self-repairing, and self-optimizing, rendering manual intervention unnecessary. Over time, this led to the gradual erosion of practical, hands-on knowledge. The collective's engineers and technicians were trained to manage complex quantum technologies, but the fundamental skills necessary to work with physical tools had been lost. For the collective, the idea of repairing something by hand was almost alien, an inefficient and unnecessary practice in their eyes, as everything could simply be replaced or fixed by the system itself. The sudden failure of these automated systems, however, forced them to confront the limits of their reliance on automation. In contrast, humans had always maintained a close relationship with the physical world. From the earliest days of their civilization, humans had been repairing, maintaining, and innovating on their technology. The knowledge passed down through generations was rooted in the physical experience of working with tools, understanding how components fit together, and troubleshooting mechanical systems. This deep, hands-on expertise made humans uniquely equipped to address the problems plaguing the collective systems. Holt and other human engineers introduced the collective to a way of thinking about technology that was more tactile, practical, and grounded in physical reality. As they worked side by side with the collective, human engineers showed that fixing a machine wasn't just about replacing parts. It was about understanding the system as a whole and knowing how to make it function again from the inside out. As the collective began to adopt these techniques, the significance of human knowledge became increasingly clear. For the first time, many collective beings began to appreciate the importance of physical tools. Wrenches, hammers, screwdrivers, and other implements that had long been dismissed as outdated relics of a less advanced time. Through the mentorship of human engineers, the collective began to realize that these tools were not just functional objects, but symbols of a deeper connection to the technology they were working to restore. Holding and using these tools became a way of engaging with technology on a more fundamental level, and it instilled a sense of pride and ownership in the repair process. In particular, some collective individuals even began to take personal interest in collecting tools, finding satisfaction in the process of manual work that automated systems could not provide. This was a significant cultural shift, as many collective beings had once viewed such physical labor as beneath them. But as they experienced the process of working with their hands, they discovered a new sense of accomplishment and connection to the technology they were helping to restore. It wasn't just about fixing a machine, it was about understanding its story, its design, and its potential. This shift was reflected in the establishment of training programs, where human engineers taught their new collective counterparts the lost arts of mechanical maintenance and repair. The value of this collaboration went beyond just the restoration of technology. It also bridged a cultural divide between the two species. The collective had once looked down on humanity, considering their reliance on physical tools and mechanical knowledge primitive and backward. But now, as they worked together to solve complex problems, both species began to recognize that there was wisdom in each other's approaches. The collective's high-level technological expertise complemented human ingenuity and problem-solving skills, while human knowledge of the practical application of tools and systems brought a new layer of understanding to the collective's advanced technologies. In the months that followed, this collaboration led to the development of hybrid techniques, methods that merged human mechanical knowledge with collective technology. These techniques were not just about fixing what was broken, but about creating new ways to keep systems functioning in a sustainable and efficient manner. Both species began to see that true innovation was not just about creating something new, but also about understanding and preserving the knowledge that had been passed down through the generations. For humans, this was a reminder that their traditions, their craftsmanship, and their connection to the past were invaluable. For the collective, it was a realization that progress wasn't solely about moving forward, but about integrating and preserving the lessons learned from the past. This process of teaching and learning, of combining the old and the new, laid the foundation for a new era of cooperation between humans and the collective. It wasn't just about repairing machines. It was about sharing knowledge, preserving skills, and ensuring that both species could thrive in a future where the complexities of technology and the wisdom of the past were equally valued. Through this exchange, humanity and the collective came to understand that true progress was about balance, about maintaining connections with what had come before while pushing forward into the future. By embracing the value of manual repair and maintenance, both species ensured that they would be better equipped to face the challenges of the future, not as separate civilizations, but as partners in a shared journey. Emphasizes the long-lasting impact of humanity's approach to technology and the pivotal role it played in fostering the future of human collective relations. After the successful restoration of the fabrication facilities, which had seemed beyond repair, humans demonstrated that their method of working with machines, one rooted in the understanding of fundamental principles and physical systems, was crucial not only in solving immediate problems, but also in establishing a sustainable and collaborative future. Through this process, humanity left a lasting mark on the collective's perspective on technology, showing that true progress is not always about embracing the latest, most sophisticated advancements, but understanding the importance of continuity, preservation, and intergenerational knowledge. As humans worked alongside the collective, they exhibited a profound understanding that technology is not merely a tool to be wielded, but an interconnected system that needs regular care, repair, and maintenance. Human engineers did not simply replace broken components or rely on automation. Instead, they used their knowledge of mechanical systems to diagnose issues, rebuild vital parts, and optimize performance. In doing so, they restored a balance between the cutting-edge capabilities of the collective's quantum systems and the basic principles of traditional mechanical engineering. This blending of old and new was a testament to the fact that humanity understood something vital about technological longevity. Systems, no matter how advanced, require constant attention, and this attention cannot always be provided by machines themselves. The lessons learned through this collaboration helped to shape the future relationship between humans and the collective. The collective had been a society where physical repair was seen as redundant and inefficient, overshadowed by their advanced technologies. However, after witnessing humans' ability to restore their systems with limited tools and a deep understanding of mechanics, they began to appreciate that efficiency is not always the highest priority. The value of keeping systems functional, sustainable, and adaptable for future generations took on a new importance. This shift in perspective was transformative, and it signified a broader cultural change within the collective. The very act of fixing, rather than replacing, sparked a renewed appreciation for hands-on craftsmanship, something that had long been neglected in their civilization. Moreover, humanity's approach to technology helped the collective realize that innovation does not always come from inventing something new. Sometimes it comes from preserving the old, understanding it deeply, and applying it in new contexts. This was a key lesson in the broader journey of technological development. While the future is often built on new discoveries, it also rests on maintaining and adapting the technologies of the past. The collective, once solely focused on progress and expansion through automation, began to recognize the value in creating a hybrid future, one where both advanced quantum technologies and traditional mechanical systems could coexist and support one another. This recognition laid the groundwork for a more holistic approach to technological progress, one that incorporated both the advancements of the collective and the timeless lessons of human craftsmanship. As this collaboration continued, humans also emphasized the importance of maintaining connections to their past. In a world where the collective had become so accustomed to replacing everything, whether through self-repairing systems or quantum fabrication, the act of holding onto tools, like a well-worn wrench, became a symbolic representation of humanity's commitment to remembering where they came from. The wrench, for example, was more than just a tool. It was a link to history, to past challenges, and to the very origins of their technological evolution. For the collective, this was a profound realization that progress should not erase the past, but rather build upon it. The preservation of such tools and knowledge became a way of honoring the journey humanity had taken from primitive beginnings to spacefaring civilization. The restoration of the fabrication facilities and the ongoing work between humans and the collective represented the merging of two different philosophies of technology. One that valued constant innovation and automation, and another that valued preservation, repair, and adaptation. In teaching the collective the art of repair, humanity demonstrated that maintaining what was broken was just as important as creating something new. This understanding ultimately led to the establishment of new educational programs where the collective learned the human way of maintaining machines, passing on this knowledge to new generations. The result was a blending of techniques and ideologies that formed a new foundation for both species to thrive on, demonstrating that the most sustainable future is one that values the lessons of the past while continuing to innovate for the future. Through these efforts, humanity proved that their place in the stars was not just due to their technological achievements or their ability to adapt. It was their deep-rooted knowledge of repair, maintenance, and preservation that allowed them to solve problems that no one else could. By connecting the ancient with the modern, humans showed that the true strength of a civilization lies in its ability to adapt, to preserve, and to maintain the tools that enable them to move forward. Ultimately, the lasting legacy of humanity's technological approach was not just about solving the immediate crisis faced by the collective. It was about teaching the universe that sometimes progress is not just about speed or efficiency. It is about balance, continuity, and respect for the systems that have come before. In the end, the greatest contribution of humanity was not just their ability to repair machines, but their ability to help others understand the importance of connecting past wisdom with future possibilities, creating a future that honors both tradition and innovation. This perspective, embodied in the blending of human and collective knowledge, set the foundation for a future that was built not just on new ideas, but on a mutual respect for the interconnectedness of all things. Point 10 delves into the profound impact of collaboration between humans and the collective, highlighting the invaluable role of hands-on skills in shaping the future. As humanity and the collective worked together to solve the technological failures that had plagued the collective systems, a significant transformation occurred. What started as a simple repair task became a bridge that connected two very different civilizations through shared knowledge, mutual respect, and the blending of ancient and advanced practices. In the beginning, the collective had viewed humans as a species with an antiquated and seemingly inefficient approach to technology. Their highly automated systems and quantum-based methods made them self-reliant, and they had long considered traditional mechanical repairs to be unnecessary. However, as the failure of their systems spread and became more complex, the collective began to realize that no amount of automation could replace the deep, hands-on understanding that humans possessed. The collective's complex systems, designed to self-repair, had failed because the self-repair mechanisms themselves were not designed to handle every kind of failure. At this critical juncture, humans proved to be essential not just for fixing things, but for showing that certain kinds of problems could not be solved through automation alone. As human engineers joined the effort to restore the collective's fabrication facilities, they brought with them a mindset rooted in practical problem-solving and mechanical intuition. Rather than relying solely on sophisticated quantum manipulation or artificial intelligence, humans used simple tools like worn socket wrenches, screwdrivers, and multimeters to diagnose problems and rebuild systems that had not been maintained in centuries. This hands-on approach involved more than just fixing broken parts. It was about understanding how each component fit into the larger system and how everything worked together to ensure optimal functionality. The humans' work demonstrated that technology was not just a matter of software or complex algorithms, but also about understanding and maintaining the physical, tangible aspects of machinery. Through this collaboration, the collective began to appreciate the importance of hands-on skills and physical maintenance in preserving the integrity of their technological infrastructure. Over time, this collaboration expanded, with the collective learning from humans not only how to repair systems, but also how to appreciate the value of physical, manual work. The collective began to understand that it was not just the machines that needed attention. It was the hands-on interaction with those machines that made the real difference. The art of using tools, a practice deeply embedded in humanity's history, became an essential part of the collective's evolving view of progress. They realized that while automated systems and quantum technology were incredible advancements, they were not invulnerable. Human skills, honed over generations, allowed them to see machines in a way that others could not, recognizing when and how to repair, not just replace. The collaboration also highlighted the deeper, philosophical aspects of technology. For humans, tools were not just instruments for completing tasks. They were extensions of their identity, each one carrying the history of their usage and the stories of those who had used them. Holt's wrench, for example, was not just a tool for tightening bolts. It was a family heirloom with a history tied to past struggles and victories. This connection to the past was something that the collective, with their advanced technology, had lost. They had become so focused on creating the next new thing that they had forgotten the importance of holding on to what had come before. By sharing this perspective, humans taught the collective that sometimes the most valuable innovations were not about creating something entirely new, but about preserving and understanding the tools, skills, and knowledge that had sustained them for generations. This shift in perspective was critical in fostering a deeper, more meaningful collaboration between the two civilizations. As the collective embraced the value of maintaining and repairing what was broken, they began to incorporate human methods into their own systems. Some collective beings even began to take up the practice of using tools, learning the manual techniques that humans had perfected over centuries. This was not just about fixing machines. It was about re-establishing a connection between the people and their technology, a connection that transcended the virtual and the automated. By the end of the collaboration, the blending of human and collective technologies was not just a technical achievement, but a cultural one. It created a new understanding between the two species, showing that the future was not built solely on new innovations or the latest advancements. Rather, it was built on the integration of both the old and the new, combining ancient knowledge with cutting-edge technology to create a more sustainable, adaptable way forward. The once dismissed skills of human mechanics became central to the success of the collective's recovery, demonstrating that the value of hands-on skills, paired with a respect for the past, was essential in shaping a prosperous future. In the end, this collaboration between humans and the collective went beyond just fixing malfunctioning machines. It was a lesson in the power of working together, combining different strengths and perspectives, and valuing the wisdom of past generations. It showed that the greatest achievements are not necessarily those that come from replacing the old with the new, but those that come from understanding how to make the old and new work together in harmony. In this way, humanity not only helped repair the collective systems, but also helped to repair a bridge between two civilizations, one rooted in the physical and the other in the digital, laying the groundwork for a future that honored both tradition and innovation.